All right, people, we are going to continue with our cake. We have the cake is already baked, so we're going to decorate it and put it all together. Put the icing and everything on there and show you some cake decorations.
Okay, blessings from Eat Good TV. Today we are doing some cake decoration. I'm gonna decorate the cake for Valentine. You can use it Valentine or you can use it for engagement party. So I'm just gonna decorate the cake. I'm just gonna make sure the cake is level. First, I'm just gonna make sure I have a level cake to decorate. So I just run the knife across it and just remove these. So make sure your cake is level before decorating. I could cut it in 4, you could cut it if you want to cut it here again. You could do it in 4 and add, I'm gonna add chocolate inside. So you could cut it in 4, but I just want this in a 2 layer, not 4. So, but you could just take the knife and go across here and cut straight across. I'll show that another time. So we're gonna mix our icing. We need icing. And I'm gonna mix royal icing. So I need, this is tablespoon. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tablespoons of water to 2 boxes of sugar. 2 boxes of confectioner's sugar. Wow, meringue powder finished. You can use egg white or you can use meringue powder, but my meringue powder is finished. That's 1. We need 6 tablespoons of meringue powder. 2. That's 3. I just throw everything in here.
So that's about 4.
That's about 4. We need 6, but I can manage with the 4. And you're gonna keep the machine on low. Okay, you don't want flour all over the place. So just keep the machine on low speed. You don't want the sugar, I'm saying flour. It will flash out. I don't have a splash guard, I'm gonna get one. Because I'm starting to bake now, so I'm gonna get a splash guard. So I just use the paper towel here as my splash guard. Just scrape the side down as you go. As you mix, you just scrape the side down. And if you don't have a standing mixer, just use your hand mixer. This acts like a glue to glue the cake onto the cake board. So when you're decorating, you need something to hold the cake onto the board. So this is like a glue.
And that is some of the icing.
And that's some of the icing. You just use it as a glue to hold the cake onto the board. So you just put your cake onto the board here. We just make sure it's center. Just make sure the cake is center. You put it onto the board. This is a cake bag and it's from Wilton. It's a decorating bag to decorate cake. I'm just gonna cut a piece off. And I'm just gonna fill it up with some icing. And you're just gonna fold the bag over your hand. You can put it over a cup, or you can just fold it, fold it over your hand like this when filling the bag. You can just fill it without a tip or with a tip. I'm gonna put a border around the cake so that the filling I'm putting don't come out. If you're gonna do a white filling, then you don't need to put a border around so the ice don't come out, because the cake could be white, the filling would be white, so there's no need for that. But if you're gonna put a colored filling inside of the cake, then you need to put a border. And then you just push the icing down with your hand. Just move the icing down. And then you just put a border around the cake so the filling don't come out. Just put a good border around the cake. Just move the border as you go. It might break, but just continue. You can do another one around here. Just make it broad enough so it don't come out. I'm putting Nutella. I'm gonna put some chocolate Nutella inside of it. So you just put a border around it. Right. But for a white filling now, you don't have to put any border. Just put the filling inside. So we're gonna place our Nutella inside of it. And this is chocolate. And it's Nutella. You can use any type of chocolate. You can put the chocolate, buy the chocolate in the store, and you can put it on the stove in a double boiler and just melt it and put it inside. You buy a sweet chocolate, but this is just Nutella. And you just put it inside of the cake. And if you want to put some peanut, some crushed peanut would be good inside of it too. Some nice crushed nuts on top of the Nutella. Would be delicious. You just take your time with your offset spatula. This is a small one I'm using, but you have bigger ones too. You just take your time and just get it in there. Just take your time. And when you do this, your Valentine is gonna love you for this. Now that the cake is full with the chocolate, we are gonna just put the top on. And I just do it in 2. I didn't cut it in 4, I just do it in 2. So you're gonna put the top on. And just make sure it's right. It's correct. Off. I'm going to stop the machine because I'm gonna put the icing in the bowl. I'm just gonna put the ice in the bowl so I can work with the icing from the bowl. And I get a cup of water because I'm gonna need a cup of water. I'm just gonna put all of this inside the bowl. And working with royal icing, you have to make sure you cover it with a damp cloth or a damp paper towel so it don't get hard. Because royal icing get very hard. Because that's the icing you take to make like roses and all those different type of flowers. And those flowers last up to 6 months to a year when you make them. And store them in a dry container. They last 6 months to a year. As long as they stay dry. If you start hard in the bottom already, you see? Start hard up in the bottom. Okay, so royal icing. You have to work with it. It's hard up on you. So I'm just gonna cover it with a damp paper towel. Or you can cover it with a damp cloth or paper towel and you just work with it. So I'm gonna ice in the cake, not decorate it yet. I'm just gonna ice it. So why I say you keep water close by, because you just need to wet this spatula with water. Now just to spread it out, you just wet it with some water and spread it out. And always put on 2 coats of icing. Always do a crumb coat, then I do a regular coat of icing. I put a light coat on, then I put a heavy coat on. So this coat will keep in all the crumbs. So I'm gonna put this all over. And sometimes you're going very far with the cake, so you want to make sure you do double coating. And depends on the weather and all of that. So I put a crumb coat first to keep everything in. To keep in all the crumbs. Okay, and I'm gonna do this side and then I'll come back. I'm just mixing the colors for the cake. So we need green leaf. So this is leaf. This is gel color. And that's green leaf. So I'm just mixing it. So there is our green leaf for the cake. We're gonna put it beside the rosettes. And this is pink. The rosette gonna be pink. Pink. This is bubblegum pink. Do you have another pink here? Or just bubblegum? Okay. There's another pink.
This almost purplish pink.
I know it's a bubblegum. And this is bubblegum pink. and that's food gel. I like to use the gel because the gel don't make the icing watery, but when you put the watercolor, it change the icing. It change the consistency of the icing, so we don't need it to change. So this is pink. And you just mix out the gel. And so this is for rosette. Can use it to any flowers, but I'm just gonna do rosette. Can use it to your roses. Can use it to any flowers you want. The crumb coating is finished, so you can put this in the fridge for like 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. You can put it in the fridge just to set up the crumb coating. You don't have to crumb coat, you can just go ahead and ice it. But you can, when you crumb coat it, just put it in the fridge for 20 minutes and then take it back out and put on a light icing. So I'm gonna put an ice on this now. A light icing on the top and around the sides before I decorate it. So you just put a little light icing around the side, go all the way around. And you can use an icing. They have icing tip that you can use. Or you just put a light icing. So we're gonna ice in the cake. So I'm just gonna ice in the top. Take your time and just ice it neat, you know. With cake, you can't go too fast with cake. You just take your time. Ice in the top. I'm just trying to level out the side, but the camera is on the wrong part. Now that the cake is covered, we are gonna You can use a fork if you're a first time cake decorator. You can always use a fork just to make some design in it. You can design your cake using a fork. You can just do a little design using a fork. And this is just your dinner fork. This is just a dinner fork you can use. And just make design, different design. Or you can use a comb to just comb the side of the cake to make a design on the side of the cake all the way around. You just use a comb. And you can cover your cake with the star tip. You can cover the whole cake with just a star tip. You just press and release, press and release, press and release. Press it and that star, you can cover the whole cake with star tip. So it's good to have a star tip. And we have different size star tip. Big one, small one. And there's different design with star tip. Straight with a line down. Then you go across here. Across there, and another line down, because we're making a basket weave. Then you go fill inside of this line, over, and you're gonna continue to the whole cake, the side of the cake, making the basket weave.
Okay, go ahead.
Show me. I'm gonna continue with the basket weave until it's finished. So just continue doing the basket weave that I show you right around the cake until it's finished. Just one line down. You're just gonna do it until you finish the cake. Yeah, you just put the weave one straight line down. Straight line down, then you go across. It's weaving like you're weaving a basket. Just go across. Straight line down, and you just go across with it. So you can see how it's done. You just keep on doing it until you finish. You said to do the pink, so I'm gonna put some pink rosette on it, okay? You want it all the way around?
Yeah, you can do it all the way around.
Okay. And the big ones, I space them. Next time I make roses. Any to the front?
Yeah, you can put one there.
Just one here? Or here?
Right there.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just make rosette. But next time I make roses. Okay. Put some balls on there. Big balls, little balls, big balls. These are big balls.
The ball's edible?
Edible balls. Everything is edible.
Okay.
Everything is edible. And this cake is for Valentine, engagement party, anniversary.
Okay.
You know, and finish decorated. So family, everything is done with just one tip, the star tip. And this is the small star tip. I used to do this. All of the cake is done by the star tip. The basket weave is done by the star tip. The rosette is done by the star tip. So everything here I use the star tip to do today. Next time I can make rose. Don't know when I get the time. When I get the time I can make like roses and stuff like that and leaf. I'm not gonna put any leaf on this because this is not really rose or flowers. This is just some rosette. So you just go all the way around the cake with the star tip. And this is just making a border. This is just making a border. Family, I did not use the green icing for any leaf because it's just as beautiful, so I don't need any leaf on it. So I did not use this. And it's the star tip did the whole cake. The star tip, just the star tip. Or if you don't have a star tip, you can get a Ziploc bag and just cut little stars around the Ziploc bag. If you know what I'm talking, plastic Ziploc bag. You can use it as star to make the star around. Fill the bag with the icing and make the stars around it. The stars, star tip. You want to just cover everything with stars. And I hope you get it and I hope you understand everything. This class was very good. You learned to use the star tip to make the basket weave, to decorate the cake with stars, to decorate, the border with stars. We have learned a lot. In here, I just put another heart and put some sugar in here. This is just red sugar. So I just put a heart. I think it's on the video. Just a red heart I put here and just pour the sugar inside of it. So we did everything. We covered everything in our first lesson. There'll be more lessons that I make roses, and there'll be more lessons as we go along. When I have the time, I teach you more. But this is covering a cake. And happy Valentine, happy anniversary. And you can use it for Valentine anniversary or bridal party. Anything you can use this for. Engagement party. You can use it for anything, family. I love you, family, from the bottom of my heart. And don't forget, extra thumbs up for this one. Thumbs up for this one. And tell all your friends. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. Chef Ricardo says tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend next over there, so to tell 10 more friends. Okay, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for all my upcoming videos. Love you, family. Love you from the bottom of my heart. Bye from Eat Good TV. Wish you all the best. Bye.